thank you for that. My name is David, and this is the Improv 101 Showcase. Thank you. This is always one of my favorite things when I get to introduce the latest batch of people who just learned how to do improv. There's something beautiful about the first time you discover something and you realize you're pretty good at it. They're pretty good at it, if I dare say so myself. So I'm going to introduce them really quickly. We have James. We have Ellen. We have Marcus. We have Rachel. We have Amanda. This is JC. JC was my assistant during this class. You make clap for him too. So I wouldn't have been able to do it without the assistance from JC. But you didn't come here to hear me talk. You came here to see these people perform. So that's what's going to happen. This first game that we're going to play, this game is called Freeze Tag. I need two of you to stand up front, please. Any two of you at all. Okay, so JC and Marcus are going to start the scene. And at any point during the scene, if someone in the back line should feel so compelled, they may yell, "Freeze!" Excellent. And now those two people who yelled freeze would jump up on stage, tap out one or both of these people, take their position, and start a new scene. So, to get things started, I need a little word of inspiration from you. Any word at all. Let's say, just to give you a little more focus, let's say something that you would expect to see on the beach.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Excellent. Your word of inspiration is sunshine. And begin.
Why did you bring me here? Well, you know, this is the only place you can get the good sun nowadays.
The sun kills me! I'm Dracula!
Well, you know, back in my day, all the monsters would come along and play beach with us. You'll turn into dust and you'll come back. It happens in every story.
Why do you do this to me?
Oh man,
God bless
you. Do you have a cat?
I live with a bunch of cats. It's what I do for a living.
You live with a bunch of cats and you get paid?
Well, they're sheltered cats, and people bring them all around. They get injured. I fix them up and pass them back out to the community.
That's really kind of you.
Freeze! Oh my God, it's so hot. Why did we come to work with this furnace? It's terrible.
Can they throw like a couple of bucks towards maintenance around here? Like, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely. I mean, gosh, it's like all those cats that we gotta take care of, you know?
I mean, they pee everywhere.
Look, I told you, I'm not going on that ride. There's nothing you can do to make me.
Oh.
It's crazy, no.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, what if I were to tell you that on that ride,
Yes.
under one of those seats, Oprah has left some presents for you?
Winfrey?
Yeah. And if you come
Yes.
and get on that ride,
Here's your dinner, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I regret to tell you that we actually didn't have any steak, so I made chicken. Do you like chicken?
I mean, it's a bird.
Well, yes, but I mean, steak is a cow.
Yes, I know that.
I mean, they're all the same.
Backline, please turn around if you would.
I don't know, so I'm comparing them and it's like Jeremy is so kind, but Greg is like super hot.
Yeah, I don't know. I know them both pretty well. I would say go with Jeremy.
Really? But Greg is like so hot, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Greg, he's always like, he dates one girl for like a week and then he drops her and goes to the next one. Do you want to be his girlfriend for a week? Please.
Did you order the chicken?
Yes, thank you very much. I love chicken.
Yes, I know. Enjoy.
Well, I will. Do you have like a fork and a knife or, a table and a chair?
I don't want to go. Please don't make me go to school today, Mom.
To go to school. We go through this every morning.
No, I really don't want to go.
So we're at 10,000 feet. Once we get up to 10,005, we're gonna jump, okay?
Okay.
Remember the drill. First, when you leave, tuck and roll. I'll be right behind you.
Are we supposed to have a parachute?
Oh, that was one thing I forgot. I'm sorry. Hold on a second here.
Okay.
Up there.
So we go.
And this is how you do the little shake it.
You, I love your mating dance. You're just like a bird.
Yeah, you guessed it. I've been studying birds and how to hook up.
Okay, wow. Well, I have some birds that I'd love to introduce you to. See if maybe you could have an influence on them. They've been trying to get.
Behind door number 3, there may or may not be a gently used car.
Oh my God!
Behind door number 2, there's a slightly newer car. Not new, slightly newer, perhaps.
The price is really going downhill.
Just like the other car, which does not have brakes.
Okay,
Goes downhill real fast.
the price is starting to feel real wrong, Bob.
That's why I've been thinking I'm going to announce tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am announcing my retirement. I'm going to go host the New Year's Eve special, and that's it.
So do I get a car, or like what's happening here?
No.
What's happening?
No.
I like you, right?
I've had a little bit of an idea, yeah.
We've known each other for about a month now, And I was wondering if,
Oh my God, Greg!
I felt that was a nice moment to end on. You so rarely end things nicely. That seemed nice. Engagement after 1 month, sure. All right, Amanda and Ellen, if you would, come up stage. We're going to play the ABC game. Now, the way this game works is that these two are going to do a scene. Each sentence they say will begin with the progressively next letter of the alphabet. Let's say they start the sentence with the letter L. Maybe you've realized by now they start the next sentence with the letter M. Now they start the next sentence with the letter N, so on and so forth. But yeah, you got it. So, I need from you another word. You know what? Actually, let's go for a non-romantic relationship for these two. Did I hear someone say cousins? Astronauts. Astronauts. Excellent. You are astronauts. And starting with the letter A, and go.
Allison, this is the day we're gonna go.
But, I'm nervous.
Can't you see? It's our destiny.
Don't talk destiny to me, okay?
Everything you say lately is just so negative.
For real though, there's a lot to be anxious about, okay? It's space.
Get over it, okay? We can do this.
Haley, you are such an optimist.
I know. That's why I want to go to space. How can you get any higher than that?
Just like go to space and jump higher, I guess.
Kind of the point. You know, we're gonna go and jump on the moon.
Let me psych myself up.
Man, you're really getting Getting nervous, aren't you?
No kidding.
Okay, it's okay. You'll be fine. We can do this. Come on, come on.
Perhaps if you give me a hug.
Quite happy to.
Really? That did make me feel better.
Seriously, who doesn't love a hug? I mean, this is space.
Totally.
Unbelievable that we get to go to the moon and hug.
Very lunar hugs, anti-gravity hugs. We got Martian hugs one day.
Well, that's the next step. You know, this is our first step. You know, giant step.
Xenon was an inspiration for me too. I love that movie.
You bring Xenon up a whole lot.
Zippity doo dah, zippity day. From a Disney movie.
Actually, I know that one.
You would not believe how hard it is to think of a word that begins with the letter X. It's so hard. So Marcus and Rachel, if y'all would join me on stage, you are going to play fill in the blanks. Now, do you remember how when you came in, we asked you to fill out some slips of paper? They're about to get read on stage. So if you would take 2 each, please. There we go. Now, during this scene, they may find themselves at a loss for words or at a point where they feel like they should interject something that someone thought of. And they will take one of those slips out and read it verbatim. So I hope you didn't write anything too wild out there. Wink. I need one more thing from you, audience. I need some inspiration. Let's say a location that you do not want to visit, but that you have to visit within the next week. School. Your word of inspiration is school. And begin.
Tommy! Is that you? I haven't seen you since high school.
Well, it's been a while since graduation, but I did it. I made it through college.
That's wonderful. What are you up to? What do you do now?
Well, I'm starting an architect school, and I'm just studying from the great masters of architecture, and I know it's really exciting.
That is just amazing. I did not think you had it in you.
Well, I mean, one of my favorite professors at college, he would always tell me, that's what she said. And with that, I could go anywhere.
I can see that. I can see. Wow, that's amazing. So remind me, where did you go to school?
North Chickamauga Architecture School for people who are not so smart.
That makes a lot of sense. Both the professor, and I remember what it was like in high school.
Well, I can tell you the parties were hopping all the time. So I mean, we got to studying every now and then. It was
Well, so you didn't follow the advice that we always got from the principal at our high school, which was, say hello to my little friend.
Teacher, I talked to Officer Rob, and he said that Principal Fisher should not have said that. It was not right.
I agree with you. I think it was across the line. But I'm just so glad to see that you're doing well. And what are your plans? I mean, after architectural school, do you want to live here? Or
I got this big suitcase with me, and Rome, Paris, Egypt. I want to go everywhere. I want to see all the sights, and just like my favorite movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Like they always said there, it's my life. It's now or never. And that's what we're going to embrace.
Well, congratulations, Steve. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but all those places you listed, everything's already built. I don't think you can be an architect. Maybe I could leave you with a little bit of advice. Elements.
Some of you were more verbose than others, and that's okay. Amanda and Ellen, if you would join me on stage, we're going to play Changing Emotions now. So the way this game works is I'm going to ask you for some emotions, and these two will switch to those emotions on a dime during this next scene. So, I need you to shout out some emotions for me.
Sadness.
Shyness.
Joy.
Joy. I'm so glad you're starting with positive emotions so soon. So many audiences go negative so quick, so joy, I appreciate it. Keep going.
Passive aggressive.
Thank you for going negative.
Somebody had it there.
Yeah.
Oh, passive aggressive. Okay.
Terrified.
Range.
Fury.
Terror. Rage/fury.
Scared.
Scared.
Apathy.
Apathy.
Silliness.
Silly.
Befuddled.
Befuddled.
Don't know how to spell that.
That's okay. That's okay. That's on me.
Romantic.
Romantic. Excellent. Let's get one more emotion.
Reluctant attraction.
Reluctant attraction. Excellent. Okay. So, I need one more thing from you. I want an occupation.
Dentist.
Dentist. Your inspiration is dentist. And I will call out emotions throughout and go.
Well, I hope you don't mind, but this is the first time I'm doing this without my supervisor.
Oh, you're gonna work on my teeth because you still have a supervisor.
Admittedly, I'm already doing kind of bad because she definitely told me not to tell you that.
Oh.
But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not the one with like the drill and stuff.
Oh.
Joy.
Well, who's gonna get the drill? Do I get to hold the drill?
Ooh, maybe. So my supervisor has the drill. Don't worry. But I get to like flip on the little paper bib and like brush your teeth for you.
Oh, please do
It's gonna
that.
be so fun.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Can I
All right.
have the bib?
Yeah. Here.
Shyness.
Yeah. So you know, just
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering.
Passive aggressive.
I mean, if you really actually have any business being here.
Oh, I have lots of business. Now, if you could just open that mouth up, that great big mouth, real big for me.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect, because you have massive hands. What do you do with those hands usually?
Put things inside of people's mouths.
Fury.
So just open up, okay? Come
Get
on.
those hands away from me!
I have to put this stupid brace on there, or you know what? Fine.
Oh
You don't
my
have-
gosh.
You're not gonna use it. You're gonna get water all over your face. I hope you're happy.
Well, I like water! What do you have to say about that?
Most people,
Apathy.
I don't know, most people kind of like Sprite better, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just came here because I had nothing better to do. And I thought maybe.
That's why I ended up going to dental school, because it was like.
Yeah. I mean, life can be so boring. Like, what's better to do than just show up at dental school, right?
Scared.
So how long has it been since you've come back from dental school?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just like don't move. I'm gonna just
okay.
stick some water in there.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm really nervous about this.
You can't say that you're nervous. No, I'm really nervous.
Oh no!
Romantic.
I was thinking that maybe I could open my mouth.
I was thinking that too. No.
I don't know. There's just something about you that gives me the open your mouth.
Befuddled.
So I forgot what this one's for.
Okay.
I think I was supposed to pick up Cotton balls. No.
No. Cotton balls. They're those things that go
In,
they're sharp.
your ears?
Or,
No.
Oh no, your ears. Yes. But
No,
I'm
that's not right.
I'm not at the ENT. I'm at the
Reluctant attraction.
dentist, and oh my
Yep.
gosh, she's really. I don't know though.
Yeah, but this is just
It's inappropriate.
open your mouth, I guess.
But what if I like it?
Most people don't. You do. It's like a sign of something, I guess. I don't know what though.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Got a little mirror. Oh, hi.
All right. So I feel like it's been a little bit of time since everybody has gotten on stage to do one game. So everybody up, let's play World's Worst. Now, this is a game where I'm going to need some interaction from y'all. I'm going to come up here occasionally and I'm going to ask you for an occupation. And what will happen is these folks will give you examples of the world's worst at that occupation. So, let's start on this side of the room. What is an occupation you want to see the world's worst example? Surgeon. I heard surgeon. World's worst surgeon.
Yes, turn on the gas. Yes.
It works! Okay, so I broke another scalpel. One more, thank you.
All right. Rubbing alcohol. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. All right. Whew.
All right, so it says here, hold on, let me fast forward. On the YouTube video, I'm supposed to take the scalpel and, uh-oh.
What? I know we started with 10 claws, but 8's good enough, okay? Just so, zip it up, okay?
Let's do something fun. Let's try it without anesthesia. I'll see what it is.
No, I'm good with blood. I told you, I'm totally fine with blood. Oh my God, you didn't tell me it was feet.
Let's get another occupation from this side of the room now.
Supermodel.
Supermodel. I love the enthusiasm. World's worst supermodel. Let's see it.
No, don't take my photo. I don't like my photo taken. Please don't. No, don't like this. Not it.
Have you guys ever seen something this horrid? So ugly. Ew.
Let's see, I heard someone yelling here in the front for something earlier. What's an occupation? You know what? That's a good answer. An occupation is indeed a job. Let's see an example of one of those. I heard cashier. All right, world's worst cashier.
Ding. Okay, so 5 minus 3. Let me get my calculator. Hold on. You'll watch that for me, right? Give me a second.
All right. Ooh. Are these any good? Oh, wow. Yeah, you like these? Okay, cool. Yeah, you could take the others. You can go.
That'll be 7:48.
Oh, yeah.
Give me all your money!
You're really gonna pay with cash. Okay, sure. Stupid.
All right, will that be paper or plastic? Plastic. Don't you care about the environment? No, paper's bad too. You must hate trees.
A check? What's a check? I've never seen one of those before.
Oh, hey, Mrs. Jones. Are you expecting again? Oh.
I think that was a good one to end on. All right, so everyone may sit except for Amanda and JC. We're doing another round of fill in the blanks. So 2 each. And let's get from y'all, let's see, what's another thing we can get from you? Let's say a word that begins with the letter Q. Quilt. Quilt and queen. So feel free to use either or one of quilt and queen.
The queen is dead!
What? What did you say?
It says in the news, the queen is dead. Good thing we're in America. Who
Oh, it
cares?
does say that. You're right.
Oh, this is amazing. Good
That's too
stuff.
bad. That's too bad for those she have granddaughters, grandsons. Who cares? We're in America.
We beat them in a war. Who cares?
Yeah.
I love it. That's why I'm so in this American flag.
I had the same idea.
Why?
Wow.
Why did you steal mine? Now it's less important. Darn it. Well, you always do this to me. This is why they must have put us in the same nursing home together. But remember, our old landlord used to tell us all the time, how did we make it on time? Because we never paid our rent on time. We would just give them cookies and hope they would do it.
Well, most of our cookies are good enough that you'd think that would do it. You know, it's like these cookies are worth approximately $1,600.
Meredith, we're living on the street. Good God, we got kicked out.
Well, that's why we need these nice warm quilts. You see, I was able to use the plastic bags over here when I sewed them in. They insulate really well. Yeah.
Impressive. Wow, where'd you learn to do that?
Oh, well, I found it in the library book. The library book is titled Quilting. You come back here right now, young lady. It's aimed at younger folks, but that means it has nice, big, colorful pictures, so, I don't need to use my reading glasses.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
the quilting. You come back here, young lady. I'll have to remember that for later.
Yeah, it's a good one. You can find it in the young adult section next to all those fairy romances.
I was never into the fairy romances. The hobbits were more my style,
Oh, yes.
personally. In fact, my favorite crush from childhood, Frodo, he once said to me that it stuck with me for many years. What on earth? Which is weird because they were in Middle-earth.
Yeah, that was a weird choice on the script writer's part. But that Frodo, he has those nice big blue eyes. You almost don't even notice when he says something that doesn't make sense. He's just got those big blue peepers. I bet the director, he knew how to use those so they could, go right over all those, mistakes in the script.
I just imagined it because I didn't see the movies. I just read the book in 1935.
Oh, right, yes, when it was published. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those books, they're too long for me. I I hope you don't mind. I took your copy and I used it as a step stool.
Did you learn anything interesting from it?
Well, I opened it and there was a big old map right at the beginning, and I thought, oh, I don't like geography much. But then when I turned the page, there was this really nice inscription. It was handwritten, and it said, "To my beloved Jeremy."
Oh, I miss you, Jeremy.
Do I have a booger in my nose?
Isn't it nice when they draw your phrase? So, I need now James, Marcus, Rachel, and I need for one of you to bring a chair with you, because we're about to play the all-knowing Sphinx. So, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to get into character really quickly. Imagine Cairo, 1935. Me and my best mates had just traveled across the desert, entered a small market stall, and a man said to me, "Purchase this, and you will never want for answers again." And I did, and I show it to you now. This is the all-knowing Sphinx. Yes, that is the appropriate response. For you see, this device has the ability to answer with absolute certainty and accuracy any question that you have. And it will answer those questions one head at a time until the question is answered, period. So, what I need, gentle viewer, I need questions. Who from this side has a question for the all-knowing Sphinx? Anything at all that you have wondered about life, about love? Yes, you.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh, a practical question. All-knowing Sphinx.
Yes.
Our audience wishes to know, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
It
Takes
many
licks.
When
you
Get
from
the
center.
of
the
Tootsie.
pop
period.
Many. It takes many. Now, this side of the room, I feel there is a question. Someone from this side of the room wishes to know something deep. Who has a question? Yes, you!
1 plus 1.
Ooh, fascinating question. A very practical one. All-knowing Sphinx!
Yes.
Inquisitive minds wish to know, 1 plus 1 is what?
1
Plus
one
is
2.
period.
An excellent 2.
Window.
Well, it can equal that, yes. Now, I feel like I've occupied the front. Who in the back has a question? You.
Yeah, what is the best way to quit a job that you hate?
Ooh, a question I need to know. All-knowing Sphinx.
yes.
The gentleman in the back wishes to know, what is the best way to quit a job that you hate?
Just
Quit.
Period.
Rip the Band-Aid off. That's how you do it. I believe we have time for one more question. Who has a question? Perhaps in a row of 5 people to my left.
There's one in the back.
Oh, there's one in the back. Who has a question? Yes, you.
Why do we do daylight savings time?
Could you repeat the question? I couldn't quite hear you.
Why do we do daylight savings time?
Ooh, that's why everyone went ooh. An excellent question. Let's find out. All-knowing Sphinx.
yes.
Daylight savings time. Why do we still do it?
Daylight
Savings.
Time
is
Just
weird
and
stupid.
and
not.
Cool.
so
We
Should
never
do
it
ever
Again.
Period.
There you have it. The empirical truth. We don't know why, we just do it and we shouldn't. All right, with that, I will put up this object for the time being. Thank you, all-knowing Sphinx. All right, thank you for your questions. All right, what do we have next? We have one more game of fill in the blanks. Ellen and James this time. If you'll take two. And let's see, what's something I could ask of you this time? Let's say, what is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Your word of inspiration is red. And take it away.
Red, red wine. Oh, God, I love this song. Oh, it's so great, isn't it?
Smooth, man.
Well, we could certainly change the channel to another song. Or, you know what? Why are we just sitting here listening to music? Let's play a game.
Okay, we could play a game, I guess. Can we keep the music on, or?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. But I want to play a game where basically we just talk about the things that, our ancestors taught us. Okay, well, you don't have to do that, but I guess the whole point is I kind of want to tell you this story about my grandmother. Yeah, she was quite a kooky woman, and she used to tell me this story about dog poop. Man, I guess that's why I have so much of that in my life now with my dogs,
Because of dog poop.
Yeah, the story, it just stuck.
I imagine so. I mean, I don't think I've ever been told stories about dog poop.
You haven't?
No.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. They're some of the best stories, I tell you.
You got more than one story.
Well, yes. I have the story she used to tell me, and then there was the story. It's kind of funny. Sometimes my dog, licks up my hair on the floor, and then you know where this is going, don't you?
I don't know where it's going.
Oh,
no.
okay. Well, I suddenly feel embarrassed, so I'm going to stop telling that story.
That was an awkward story. I know my ancestors I really try to break away from them because they said some not so smart things.
Oh, that makes no sense.
They just always, no, that's too far. We're just not talking about us right now. We don't discuss us. I'm just like, I just want to know who my dad is.
No.
And they were like, we don't talk about that. So
Is his name Bruno?
I don't know. We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about Bruno. Yeah,
We don't.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I guess story time for the ancestors.
Yours is the dog poop thing. Maybe mean quite a lot to you, but me wanting to know what my father. That's a bit important, I think, as your dog poop stories.
You're right. Actually, I know someone who is trying to find their father or find out about their father. They gave me some great advice.
I need to hear it.
Yeah, it's that's a spicy meatball.
I could be Italian, maybe.
That's what it is. I'll bet you anything. Yeah, at least for them, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how that works for you.
You don't. Oh man. I've always pondered the existence of it all, but when I really need to know what I've been told, anyway, as I figure life out, buy my biscuits.
Well, that discussion about dog poop just reminded me of something my grandpa used to say. My socks are wet. I figured y'all wrote a lot. I should get at least one more in there. All right, this next game is Foursquare. I need Amanda, James, Marcus, and Rachel, please, to form a square. Now I'm going to come out into the audience, and there's a very specific reason. Don't worry, I'm not going to call anyone there, but I'm going to need to watch this scene. So the way this works is these four are in a central location, which I'll get from y'all in a second. Now, whenever I feel that a scene has run its course, I will ding the bell. They will rotate. Rotate. Now we have a new scene where Amanda's character is the same. James has a new character. I'll ding the bell again. They'll rotate. James and Marcus now have a scene. James, same character. Marcus, new character. Ding the bell again. Marcus, the same character he was. Rachel, the same character she was. Ding the bell. And we go back to the original scene. We'll do this for a few times until I feel like a good story has been told. But every good story needs at least one location. So, what I need from you folks is I need the name of a theme park that does not exist in fact or in fiction. So, a made-up theme park that you just made up. I heard Barfland. What did I hear from you?
Ziggy's Death Trap.
I'm really torn. But because we did dog poop recently, I don't want to focus too much on bodily fluids. Let's do Ziggy's Death Trap. So, Ziggy's Death Trap. And go.
Oh boy, everybody, I'm Ziggy. Welcome to Ziggy's Death Trap, children.
Young lady, where's the Publix? I think I might have gotten off the bus at the wrong stop.
You're in public right now, ma'am. Welcome to Ziggy's Death Trap.
Why do you keep saying that? Like, I'm trying to go grocery shopping, and I just left the old folks home where I live on the bus, and I think I'm lost.
Well, just follow me. If you're looking to shop, we got a gift shop right over here.
Okay, I'll
Danger
follow
store.
you.
Danger.
But I'm not looking for danger.
Well, they've also got a nice selection of knives and mouse traps.
I really think I'm lost.
That's all right. We have a park map just over here, ma'am.
Okay, can
follow
I
me,
have
see?
one of those?
Well, it's on a thing here.
Well, I can't see that.
All right, here we go. Let's get a big fold-out one. Here we go. Here you go, ma'am. You see this big red dot?
Okay.
We're right here.
I think I better just go back to the bus.
Cassandra, it's okay to break character in the break room.
I can't. That's not how Ziggy operates, Greg.
But you're not Ziggy, you're Cassandra.
I don't know who Cassandra is.
Okay.
You keep talking like that, I'm going to put you off that cliff.
Can you just get your tray and move on at least? I mean, are
Well,
you hearing
that's
the
how
music?
you want to play it, Greg.
Are you hearing the music in your head, or what are you doing exactly?
I'm always feeling the music, Greg.
Okay.
You want to watch me eat the sloppy Joe through my costume?
Actually, I would like to see that.
All right, I got real good at it last summer.
Okay.
Mr. Norton, I understand you're the owner of this establishment. I've got a few questions for you.
Sure, have at it.
There's been a string of reported lost persons in the neighborhood. I was wondering if you had any explanation for that? Seen any weird findings?
Purses?
No. Persons.
Oh, okay.
As in like, I don't know.
Persons.
I can tell you there's Elder Smith.
Her name's Elder?
I'm just taking this off the report, sir.
Alrighty.
There's a little kid, Jamie Curtis. Ever heard that name? No.
not.
Edward Baton. No, nothing. No, because video surveillance here shows them going into your establishment last night.
Okay, well that's fine. They're in here still, probably just having some fun at the Ziggy's Death Trap, you know?
Sure.
It's a fun-filled family place. I mean,
you can see how I have some concern when you call your establishment the Death Trap, right?
yeah, but you know, each to each his own, right? You know.
Hello, sir. Well, I got off here by accident, but I've been reading the map. It looks like they have a lot of fun stuff in here.
Ma'am, I'm Inspector from the police station. I was just wondering, how did you ever find out about this place?
Well, I actually didn't. I just got off the bus at the wrong stop, and I just wandered over here. But look at all these exciting things they have. I think I want to go on some of these rides.
Ma'am, how old are you now?
I'm 74.
Okay. Well, this is a bazooka. You maybe not have never seen this, but this is not to be handled by regular people. I don't think you're safe to be here.
It's fine if you're on the shooting side.
That's right, man. Hold it just like that. You're on the right side.
Now do that taco.
I can't get the shell for the straw, just so you know.
Oh my god.
Got it. Told you.
You got the shell.
Just takes a little bit of perseverance, Greg.
Sir, I've been looking around this place and I've seen a bazooka, a tank, a giant blade that chops off people's heads. This is...
Slicey blade.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to see a permit, firearms, inspection, something that says that it's okay for you to have these things.
Of course, I mean, sure we get the permits back here.
Okay. Whoa.
There's 20 of them.
Sir, I don't know what you were fussing about. This place is great. I just got to play a little game. There was a little swinging drawbridge, and when the children are walking across, you push a button and it just falls.
Man, you have excellent timing. Have you considered taking a part-time job in your retirement?
I don't really want to work, but I think I might just stay here. There's nothing like this at the old folks' home.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I know. My favorite. Have you tried my favorite? It's right over here. It looks like the drawbridge, but it's different. You see, there's different colors. See the different colors on the tiles?
Oh, yeah.
Some of them will just fall. Some of them will blow up. You don't know which color is which. Just that great.
All right, now the pizza.
I think you're onto something here. I can tell you, I have my doubts, but these tokens. Hold on a second. Pull. Okay. Hey, do you think we can get some rabbits in that thing?
Sure, yeah.
I just found out there wasn't a pool under the drawbridge.
And that's the beauty of the narrative. But we have one more game for you tonight. Y'all have the energy for one more game? Yeah. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to need your help on this one, but I'll explain it in just a moment. It's story, die. So this will be for everyone. JC will sit this one out. Now, the way this game is going to work is I'm going to point to somebody who's in this back line. And they'll sort of step up and they'll start telling a story. Now, whenever I point to somebody else, they have to take up the story where the previous person left off. Now, this is where you come in. If I point to someone and they hesitate, or they say something that's completely unrelated, or you just feel the urge, all I need you to do is yell, die. And then that person will have to die. So let's practice that for a moment. On the count of 3, I want you to yell. 1, 2, 3. Die! Excellent. Excellent. So, whenever you feel like they're not pulling their way from the story, or maybe they just don't have a story, I want you to yell die, and then I'll ask you how that person dies. Sound fun?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, I need from you one more thing to get us started. I need the name of a story that has never been told in fact or in fiction. So, new story.
Ziote.
Ziote. Okay. Ziote it is. You are telling the story of Ziote. And we'll start here.
Ziote was a small town in the emerald coastland of Barnearlia. And everyone of that city had a competition to see who could throw the farthest of anyone in the city.
Now, Ziote was known throughout the Emerald Coast for its, as you might guess, gigantic emeralds. That was what people needed to throw. They were heavy, these gigantic emeralds, but people trained their whole lives.
Despite all this training, the people of Ziote were uncharacteristically weak, and so even with many months of training, most of them couldn't even pick up one of the emeralds.
And that's where they developed the Ziote slingshot, famous across the world for...
Oh. I'm so sorry, Marcus. It is not my call. The audience has called for you to die. But don't feel bad. There's almost nothing that has more dignity than a death on stage. Now, folks, Marcus must die. How does he die? What method does he die?
Ziote slingshot.
I heard a Ziote slingshot. So that good old Ziote slingshot is what takes you out. Marcus, the stage is yours.
Are you sure about this? It doesn't look safe. Three, two, one. Yeah, okay.
He's dead, Doc.
We have 4 people remaining to tell the story of Ziote.
It was really sad about that one guy.
Oh, come on, give him a second.
You gotta give him a second shot.
Just a second, at least. But
It was really sad about that one guy who died by the slingshot. Apparently, he thought that he was supposed to get into it rather than putting the emeralds into it.
Like most of the citizens of Ziote, who were slightly more intelligent than that poor man, they put the emeralds in the slingshot, and they used the leverage of the slingshot to pull them back and throw them as far as they could.
In memory of that fallen soldier, they started carving their emeralds in the shape of his face for the rest of the time. Just these face. They sort of lost track of what he looked like at some point, so it just kind of became a generic human face, and then they started getting...
And then it became have a nice day face. And every time they used the slingshot to kill the other members of the town, they had to have a nice day face to let them end on a very happy note and not feel so insulted that they were going to die by
The face of the fallen fool came to be sort of an idol for the people of Ziote. They made his sculpture larger and larger, and at some point they forgot about the competition of throwing emeralds and just gathered together each day to worship the fallen fool.
It was absolutely stunning to see the whole Ziote group of people come together, holding hands, doing Ring Around the Rosie.
And that is how the cult of the Ziotists came to be. Many think that their origin was supernatural, but in fact, it was really just a guy that got into the wrong part of the slingshot.
So in the end, the stupidity of one man created the cult of society that eventually...
Oh, I'm so sorry, James. I believe it is now your turn to pass. James must pass. How does he die?
A gunshot to the head.
Jeez, pizza.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I kind of want to see the Mentos and Diet Coke.
Okay. I don't believe stupid conspiracy theories. Minty. See if it happens. I'm gonna get that $100 so easily. I don't feel funny.
Excellent. We have 3 people left to tell a story. Now, I feel that we've told the story of Zayate pretty well. So let's come up with a new story that has never been told in fact or fiction. Let's go to this side. Y'all have a story?
Little green walking coat.
Little green walking coat. I like it. Little green walking coat. And
Little Green Walking Coat was walking through the woods, going to see his uncle. His uncle was his least favorite family member, so when his mother said, "You need to take a picnic to your great uncle," he said, "Fine, Mom," and started to pack with the most disgusting things he could find in the fridge.
He had good reason to dislike this uncle. At all the family gatherings, the uncle would seek him out and kick him, just for anything. He would just come up behind him and kick him, and he had
bruises all over him, so it's no surprise that he decided to bring, in this particular pack, Mentos and soda.
Unfortunately, his uncle was a little too smart for him, and he did not fall into the trap of Mentos.
In fact, his uncle said, "I know what you're trying to do, whippersnapper," and sent him back into the forest to go and find real lunch from a restaurant.
The restaurants in the woods were particularly interesting. They had mostly animals like elks.
oh, Ellen, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry it is your time to die, but again, no greater honor on stage than death on stage. Let's get a way for her to die that is uncommon.
Disembowelment.
Hold on. I heard disembowelment. What did I hear over here?
Actually, the same thing.
Disembowelment by a bear. You were disemboweled by a bear.
If you've seen the red, go for it.
Oh. Well, this is a good bear, I think, for the menu. It's just laying there right now. I think it's fine. Let me. Oh my! What? Oh, what? Ah!
We have 2 people left. Just 2 to tell the story of the little green walking coat. Let's see if we can get through. And
Meanwhile, back at the house, the uncle thought he had let Little Green Walking Foot off too easy, letting him go to a restaurant. He decided he would follow him through the woods and play some tricks on him.
His uncle broke out his old bear costume. Little did he know, the restaurant was hunting bears with a trank gun. Normally that did it for a bear, but the uncle was a big man.
And Little Green Walking Foot, he had actually joined the restaurant hunting bears because he was trying to do anything other than bring food back to his uncle.
He thought maybe if he could come to the uncle and say, "I shot this bear, there was lead in the bullet, now you're going to die of lead poisoning," that maybe his uncle would think, "You know what, maybe let's not have this kid bring me food anymore."
So he stood at the front of the hunting pack and he had his gun on ready, and when he saw what he thought was a bear walking,
he aimed and he fired, and he shot that tranquilizer dart directly into what looked very much like a bear.
but the sound that came out of that bear-like creature did not sound like a bear. It
Yelled, Whippersnapper! Which sounded oddly like his great uncle, but he was at home, surely.
Now he was beginning to wonder, so he approached the bear and realized it was just a costume.
So he turned around to tell those people at the restaurant hunting party, but before he could say anything, they said, "Wow, great shot, kid, good job. You want a job? Look, we can pay you for that. That was great." And they picked up the bear and drove it back to the restaurant, where tragically it killed the head chef.
Oh no! Oh Amanda, it's time for you to die. I'm so sorry. Now, you may have noticed there are still 2 people up on stage. Well, one of them has just won. Rachel has just survived. And as the survivor, yes, as the survivor, she gets to kill the last person remaining on stage. So, how does Rachel get to kill Amanda?
Kissing a poisoned frog.
I like kissing a poison frog. I heard kissing a poison frog, so...
Well, Amanda, would you like to see my pet frog?
Yes, yes.
It's in a cage here. You can hold the cage.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever held a frog cage before?
No, usually I think they're in bigger tanks than this. Is that lid on tight?
No, actually here.
What are you doing?
I just took a lid off. I just thought you'd like to see it better.
This is what you meant when you said you were setting me up with a new guy, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. You're the best sister ever. I can't wait. Let me see. Come on. It's not doing anything.
And scene. That's it. Sadly, that brings us to the end of the night. But did y'all have a good time tonight? Thank you. Well, as I said, this is an intro class. None of these people had worked together before, and very few of them had any sort of theatrical experience. So just over 8 weeks, they did this. So if you want to do this, we will start a new intro class at the beginning of the year. If you have a little experience, we'll also be doing an intermediate class at the beginning of the year. Check us out on Facebook, just Improv Chattanooga. We do all sorts of shows, but that's beside the point. You came here to see these folks, so I'm going to give the stage to them. If you do a quick intro for yourself, just say your name, starting with you.
James.
Amanda.
Rachel.
Ellen.
And Marcus.
That, of course, is my co-teacher, JC. A couple of other applauses. Thank you, Sarah, for taking tickets for us tonight. Stephen Disbro, he's basically he is the founder of Improv Chattanooga, so thank you, Diz. And again, follow us on Facebook. You can find out about the upcoming classes. We would love to be able to teach you. Last thing, we're a nonprofit now. Part of the education, or part of our thing is we do the education. So if you feel so compelled to give some money to our nonprofit, that would be wonderful. With that said, we appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much. You were a great audience. I really appreciate it. And yeah, y'all have a good... That's the show. That's it. Thank you.
in a